Let's take a look at this experience with Tammuz, the count 40 of Lent, the sun, and so forth. Go to page 683 in the Bible. You'll be at Ezekiel chapter 8. Ezekiel chapter 8, page 683. All right? Look at verse 13. He says, "Turn again, and you shall see greater abominations." Then he brought me to the door of the gate of the Lord's house, which was towards the north. That's very important. The gate of the Lord's house towards the north is the seat of the emotions. And look what you see. "And behold, there sat women weeping for Tammuz." There's our boy. Right there. And remember, and what I want you to do, go to the library, get on your computer, wherever you go to your encyclopedia, look up Easter, and you'll run right into Tammuz and Easter. Because that's the story. And the women weeping they threw ashes on their head, and that was called count 40, and was 40 days before the resurrection. Then look what it says in verse 15. Look at this. "Turn again and see greater abominations. And he brought me," verse 16, "to the inner court, and at the door of the temple between the porch and the altar were about 25 men with their backs towards the temple of the Lord and their faces towards the east, and they worshipped the sun." That's the origin of the sunrise service. That's the origin of Lent. Tammuz is a consort or spouse of Ishtar. And you know what they used to do in Babylon? The women on this beautiful day would all show up at church, and they would act as sexual objects. They would be prostitutes in the day. Only thing that women were required to wear were their Easter bonnets. That was it. The temples were filled with chicks and bunnies and eggs because it was fertility. There was no problem. This was not what you're thinking. This wasn't, something like on 42nd Street. This was a great holy day of creation. I mean, all of your biblical and all of your ancient scriptures are based around the sexual act. It was very, very important, the phallic worship and all of these types of things, and this was part of it. See? But according to the Bible, and I can only go by what we have here, is according to the Bible, that what we just read, this God who approved this condemns this. And you just saw it. So now the decision is to be made. Here we have the people that have formulated the foundation of your religion. Here we have the people that have built your church. Here we have the people that have built your tradition. They have to make a decision. The church has to select between the Passover, which is approved by God and Moses, or Ishtar, which is condemned by God and is sexual fertility. And the church makes a decision. It is exactly the same as what you read at the time of the crucifixion. Give us Barabbas, because the church said, we'll take Easter. The hell with that. And you know what? You bought it. Hook, line, and stinker, you bought it. Say, yeah, this is our day. This is our holy day. You took this. Say, even though the Bible condemns it, you still can't deal with it. Everybody still has to say, oh, this is it. Because it's a cheap way to have a party, to go out and have something to eat. You're forced to go see some relative and sit and eat with that relative that you don't even like.